Oh, honey, when Kim Kardashian decides to stay quiet, you know something's up. She doesn't waste her breath unless she really means it, and she certainly doesn't owe the internet an explanation. But when the world started buzzing about why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry mysteriously vanished from every Kardashian photo dump after Kris Jenner's star-studded birthday bash, Kim dropped just one cryptic line behind the scenes. "We had to protect the night." That one sentence, it sent Hollywood into meltdown. Because if Kim, the queen of calculated perfection, even hints that something went wrong, then you better believe something definitely went down. So let's rewind the clock to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday celebration, the kind of night where the champagne sparkles just as hard as the diamonds. Picture it, Jeff Bezos's mansion in the hills, lit up like a James Bond fantasy, sharp, glamorous, and secretive. Phones confiscated at the door, guest list tighter than a billionaire's bank vault. Only one photographer allowed, every flash approved, every angle pre-planned. Because this wasn't a party, darling, it was a performance, an empire flex. And into that perfect world walked Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the couple no one saw coming. Now, don't be fooled. This invitation didn't just land in their inbox by accident. It didn't arrive wrapped in gold foil with a cute bow and a smudge of Kardashian lipstick. Oh no, insiders swear Meghan worked for it. She texted, she called, she followed up, circled back, sent polite nudges, and just checked in. When Meghan wants to be in a room, she'll knock, tap, or flat out kick the door open. And she didn't just knock on doors either. She worked her connections. Word on the grapevine says she leaned on Serena Williams, who's tight with Kris Jenner, to smooth things over. And apparently, Serena delivered. But here's the kicker. Neither Kris Jenner nor Jeff Bezos were exactly thrilled to see Meghan and Harry's names pop up on that final list. Not because they're cruel or exclusive, no. It's because they run their events like a luxury watch. Precision, control, and zero chaos. And Meghan? Well, Meghan is known to bring fireworks to places that didn't order any. So yes, she pushed her way in. And once she did, oh boy, the night changed. See, this wasn't your average Hollywood mixer. This wasn't even your average A-list soiree. This was a Kris Jenner engineered masterpiece. Phones locked away, no videos, no random selfies, only one authorized camera and one lucky photographer who had permission to breathe near a flash. Every picture was approved before it saw daylight, but Meghan, oh sweet Meghan, acted like she had personally hired that photographer. Sources say she worked that poor man like he was on her payroll. Smile here, turn that way, let me see. Try again. No, not that angle, this one. Guests were sipping their expensive champagne. Kris was gliding through the room like a monarch. The lighting was pure Beyoncé heaven. And right in the middle of it, Meghan was striking poses like she was on the cover of Vanity Fair. Now, everyone noticed. Because this wasn't her night. She wasn't the honoree. Heck, she wasn't even a confirmed guest until the 11th hour. Yet she was commanding the spotlight like she'd been born under it. And here's where it gets wild. There was no official photo release agreement. No paperwork saying Meghan had any say in what pictures were published, but that didn't stop her from taking charge. She assumed the role, confidently, boldly, unapologetically. And that confidence? Oh, it was about to blow up in her face faster than a broken hairdryer. The night wrapped up beautifully. The champagne bubbles faded, the laughter softened, the glitz settled into glittering memories. Guests floated home with goodie bags that probably cost more than rent. Meghan allegedly went home satisfied. She'd supervised every shot after all. But then came morning, and with it, a reality check sharp enough to slice through Hollywood's gloss. Because, darling, Kris Jenner's bash happened the night before Remembrance Day. Now, if you're from the UK, you know that's no casual holiday. It's sacred. A day of silence and sorrow, honoring fallen soldiers and national sacrifice. The mood? Solemn. Reflective. Absolutely not red carpet at Bezos's mansion energy. So imagine it. A British prince and his American wife laughing, posing, sipping champagne just hours before a day of national mourning. The optics? Disastrous. The internet? Ready to pounce. Sources say Meghan and Harry realized the blunder the second they woke up. It hit them like a cold bucket of ice water. Shock, panic, the whole meltdown. Those glamorous, carefully supervised pictures Meghan had fussed over all night? Oh no, those photos couldn't exist. Not now. Not when the world would be watching them mourn hours later. So what did Meghan do? She did what anyone in full-blown PR panic mode would. She scrambled. According to insiders, she started firing off messages. Delete them, all of them, every single one. It was crisis control mode, royal edition. And now comes the Kardashian twist. Kris Jenner, the empress of image control. Kim Kardashian, the undisputed queen of content. The entire Kardashian empire built on visuals, timing, and pristine PR management. And Meghan Markle, trying to erase their content because her morning panic told her to? Oh, sweetie, that's not how this world works. Insiders claim Meghan's team pushed hard. Take them down, make them disappear, like she could just wave a wand and undo an entire night of billionaire festivities. The Kardashians didn't argue. They didn't post cryptic stories. They didn't call her out. They simply complied. But make no mistake, they were furious. That night was supposed to be Kris's triumph, her milestone, her empire's glittering showcase. And suddenly, Meghan's panic had turned it into a mess she needed to clean up. Sources say Kris felt blindsided, disrespected, not because of Meghan herself, but because of the way she handled it. Hollywood has rules. The Kardashians have rules. And Meghan, she broke several without even realizing it. Now, if you think that was the end, oh honey, that was just the warm-up, because the Kardashians don't fight in public. They don't rant or subtweet. They don't explain. They do something much more powerful. They erase. At first, Meghan and Harry's faces still lingered in a few early photo dumps. Kim even posted one cute, harmless shot of herself with Meghan. Polite, diplomatic. But slowly, quietly, the digital scissors came out. The next batch of photos from the party? Meghan, gone. Harry, gone. Another drop? Still gone. More glamorous James Bond memories? Still gone. It was like they'd never even walked through Bezos's doors. Not cropped, not blurred, deleted. And if you know the Kardashians, you know what that means. Silence isn't peace, it's punishment. When they start cutting you out of the narrative, the decision's already been made. The exile has begun. Insiders whispered that the message was clear. You don't walk into a Kris Jenner production, make it chaotic, and walk away untouched. Meghan didn't just ruffle feathers, she got wiped clean off the timeline. Now let's talk about the unspoken laws of Hollywood. The invisible rulebook Meghan apparently trampled all over that night. These aren't written anywhere, but everyone in that room knows them by heart. Rule number 1, you don't crash someone's milestone. A 70th birthday for Kris Jenner isn't just a party, it's a coronation, a dynasty celebration. Rule number 2, you never upstage the host, especially when the host is Kris Jenner, the woman who literally turned working the camera into a global art form. Rule number 3, you don't hijack the optics. Controlling the photographer like you're running the event? Instant side-eye from every A-lister in the room. Rule number 4, you don't turn someone else's night into your storyline. When the evening already has its own narrative, inserting yourself looks desperate. Rule number 5, the golden one, you never ever disrespect Kris Jenner. Not quietly, not accidentally, not in a fit of panic the morning after. Because Kris doesn't operate on emotion. She operates on strategy. And when someone disrupts the machine she built, she doesn't yell, she doesn't tweet, she silences you. And her silence speaks louder than any scandal. Insiders believe Meghan never really grasped the power structure she walked into. She treated the night like a stage to shine on, not a throne room to pay respect in. And that ultimately sealed her fate. No public fight, no gossip post, just gone. Erased from every trace of Kardashian media like she'd never been there. And in Hollywood, that's worse than a scandal. That's exile. People close to the Kardashians say Kim's calm reaction, her quiet line about protecting the night, wasn't shade. It was code. Code for, we cleaned up your mess, now stay out of our frame. Because in that world, reputation is everything. The Kardashians protect their image like a fortress. They decide who stands next to them, who gets filtered out, and who disappears into digital dust. And Meghan, she went from guest to ghost overnight. Maybe it wasn't malice, maybe it was misunderstanding, but the truth is, Meghan tried to navigate Hollywood her way, the royal way, and it clashed with the Kardashian code. She didn't just attend a party, she walked into a kingdom. And in kingdoms, you either play by the crown's rules or you get erased from the portraits. So when Kim said, we had to protect the night, that wasn't just a statement. It was the final chapter, the warning, the whisper that said, some nights are too powerful to let outsiders rewrite them. And Meghan, she learned that the hard way.